Two completely different conversations started heating up this week. One on offense, one on defense, and somehow they both feel connected. Both are about experience. Both are about insurance. Both are about whether this front office is ready to go all in while our window is still wide open. There are real questions at wide receiver. There are real concerns on the defensive line. And now, suddenly, two big names from outside the building are being linked to San Francisco. Veterans, proven players, guys who could immediately change the tone of this team. But here's the thing, neither move is simple. One comes with age and durability questions. The other comes with contract drama and expectations. And if even one of these happens, it tells us everything about how aggressive this team plans to be. Before we break it all down, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, and if you're a real 49ers fan who truly believes we're going back to the Super Bowl next year, subscribe to the channel. 49ers Nation Report is brand new, and this is the place for fans who feel every single snap like I do. All right? Let's get into the first one. So here's the reality. The wide receiver room right now feels unstable. And I don't say that lightly. We all know that Brandon Ayuk has made it clear he doesn't want to be here anymore, and the organization looks ready to move on. That alone changes the entire structure of the offense. Then you've got Jawan Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, and Sky Moore all heading into free agency next month. That's potentially 3 more bodies gone. Now look at what's left. Ricky Pearsall is entering his 3rd season. But let's be honest, after that injury-plagued 2025 campaign, he's still more projection than certainty. And on top of that, there's uncertainty with George Kittle coming back from that Achilles injury. He wants to be ready for Week 1, but that's not guaranteed. Achilles injuries are no joke. So when Bleacher Report's Mo Moton names the 49ers as one of the top 5 landing spots for Mike Evans, it's not random. It actually makes sense. We're talking about Mike Evans, turning 33 in August, 13 seasons in the league, a first-round pick back in 2014, over 13,052 receiving yards, 108 touchdowns. That's not just production. That's consistency at a Hall of Fame level. Before last season, he had never had fewer than 1,004 receiving yards in a single year. Think about that. Year after year after year, automatic 1,000 yards. Yes, injuries limited him to just 8 games in 2025, the lowest of his career. But his agents, Derek Gilmore and Darren Jones, have already confirmed he will return in 2026 and explore free agency. He wants to keep playing. And Mo Moton made an interesting point. He said the 49ers should be aggressive at wide receiver, even if that means bargain bin shopping for a veteran past his prime. And that's the key phrase, past his prime. Because this isn't about long-term. This isn't about a 5-year rebuild. This is about immediate stability. If Kittle misses time early, Brock Purdy is going to need reliable hands, not just Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. He needs a big target, a red zone threat, someone you can trust on 3rd down, someone who doesn't panic in big moments. And Evans gives you that. He's 6'5". He can body corners. He's a nightmare in the red zone. And Moton even pointed out something that matters in Kyle Shanahan's system. If Evans is willing to use his frame to block on the edge, that's a bonus for the run game. That's culture fit stuff. Now here's where I get torn as a fan. On one hand, I love the idea of adding a proven veteran who's seen everything. This team is in win-now mode. You can't just hope young receivers develop overnight. But on the other hand, he's entering his 13th season. He's turning 33, coming off a year where injuries limited him to 8 games. You have to ask, are we getting the 1,000-yard machine? Or are we getting the version that's starting to slow down? And there's also the financial side. He's not a long-term solution. This would be a bridge move. A 1-year, maybe 2-year play while the younger guys grow and while we wait for Kittle to be fully back. Still, imagine Purdy having that kind of red zone weapon. Imagine defenses having to account for McCaffrey, a healthy Kittle, and a 6'5" jump ball specialist outside. That changes coverages. That opens lanes. So yeah, this isn't just rumor talk. It actually fits where we are as a roster. But here's the thing. If the front office is even considering a move like that on offense, it tells me something bigger is happening. Because while we're talking about adding veteran stability to help Purdy, there's another conversation happening on the other side of the ball, and this one might be even more urgent. Because if you think the receiver room has question marks, wait until we talk about what just happened at edge rusher. Now let's flip to the other side of the ball, because this one honestly caught my attention even more. The Miami Dolphins are going through a serious transition right now. New regime, Jeff Hafley stepping in as head coach. And on top of that, they're in a rough salary cap situation. When teams get tight against the cap, tough decisions happen. And on Monday, one of those decisions became official. Miami granted Bradley Chubb his release. That move alone saves the Dolphins $7.3 million in cap space. But it also puts a 2-time Pro Bowler back on the market. And not just any pass rusher. We're talking about a guy who had 11 sacks as recently as 2023. He's 29 years old right now, not ancient, not washed. And according to NFL insider Jordan Schultz, 3 different teams tried to trade for him at the deadline in 2025. That tells you something. There's still demand. There's still belief in his ability. So why are the 49ers being mentioned as the best landing spot? Let's be honest about our situation. Nick Bosa went down with a season-ending ACL injury back in September. Now, reports say he's on track to return for training camp. And if that's true, that's huge. But are we really going to just roll the dice and assume everything will be perfect right away? ACL recoveries are serious. Even if Bosa is back, you don't overload him early. You need insurance. Right now, the potential edge rotation would be Bosa, second-year player Michael Williams, and veteran Bryce Huff. That's solid, if everyone is healthy. But that's the key word, if. If you add Chubb to that mix, now you're talking about a legit 4-man rotation with real juice. Bosa, Chubb, Williams, Huff. That's depth. That's flexibility. That's insurance. That's keeping guys fresh in December and January. And here's another important piece. The 49ers enter the offseason with $41.88 million in cap space. That puts us in the top half of the league. Now yes, that number could decrease if we trade Brandon Ayuk. But long-term, moving Ayuk could actually create more flexibility in future seasons. So, financially, it's not impossible. But this might come down to price. Chubb probably isn't getting $30 million per year at age 30. That feels unrealistic. But what does he think he's worth? Is he looking for long-term security? Or would he take a 1-year prove-it deal to join a contender? And that's where it gets interesting. Because joining the 49ers gives him a real chance at a title run in 2026. This is still a Super Bowl caliber roster. That matters to veterans. From a fan perspective, I actually like this more than I expected. Not because Chubb is some dominant prime-era pass rusher right now, but because adding him would signal that this front office understands the window is still open. You don't sit back and hope Bosa comes back at 100% and that the young guys make a leap. You add reinforcement. And think about it. What's always separated us in deep playoff runs? Defensive line pressure. When we can rotate bodies and keep heat on quarterbacks without blitzing, we're dangerous. If this turns into a one-year rental like some analysts are suggesting, I'm okay with that, especially if the price is reasonable. Now step back and look at both of these rumors together. A veteran wide receiver to stabilize the passing game. A proven edge rusher to protect against defensive uncertainty. That's not rebuilding behavior. That's win-now behavior. And that brings us to the bigger picture, because when you connect these two stories, it tells you exactly where this franchise believes it stands. This is not a team thinking about 2 years from now. This is a team thinking about February. If they go after a veteran like Mike Evans, it's about giving Brock Purdy immediate support while the younger receivers develop and while we wait for Kittle to fully recover. If they go after Bradley Chubb, it's about protecting the defense from setbacks and making sure the pass rush doesn't collapse if Bosa needs time. Together, these moves scream urgency. And honestly, I don't see panic. I see calculation. The cap space is there. The roster core is still strong. Christian McCaffrey is still elite. Purdy is entering his prime. The window hasn't closed, but it is tightening. So this offseason feels decisive. Not desperate, decisive. Either we double down and fortify the weak spots with proven veterans, or we gamble on youth and health. As a fan, I'd rather swing, and that's where I leave it to you. If you believe this team is 1 or 2 smart veteran additions away from making another Super Bowl run, drop a comment and tell me which move you'd make first, the receiver or the edge rusher. And if you're a real 49ers fan who genuinely believes we're going back to the Super Bowl next season, make sure you like the video and subscribe to 49ers Nation Report. The channel is brand new, and this is a space for fans who ride with this team through everything. Because this offseason, it's going to define what kind of year we're about to have.